Hello, everybody. Welcome to Color and Chat with Joanna. I'm Joanna. How are you today? Welcome to the channel. Hi. Well, we're kind of getting there. This thing is a beast. I'm telling you. Okay. How's everybody doing? How are y'all doing out there? This dispensary for medication will be opening any moment. So everybody grab a snack, a cocktail, a pill, whatever it takes to get out of the doldrums that we're all living in. Let's just take a break, can we? Can we all chill out a little bit? Because I kind of think we all need it. I am working on right now a monster. No, she doesn't look like a monster, but she really is. She is a big old fat girl, and I cannot wait. She is 35.4 inches by 23.6 inches. And her name is Dogs Watching Santa. And I will show you. I already took the cover sheet and glued it to my case. Look at all those cute little poochers watching Santa's sleigh. Look at all the detail. Yeah. So, needless to say, she has many colors. How many drills? You know what? Dreamer Designs gives you the thing, but I don't, it'll tell me on the, let me see. I think it tells me, but it tells me on the slip sheet. Or does it tell me on... I don't know. It's so big. I just keep going and going and going. I feel like Forrest Gump. I just keep running and running and running. And then one day I'm just going to stop because I'm going to run out of drills. But, you know, life is like a box of chocolates. Never know what you're gonna get. But I knew what I was gonna get with this girl. I knew she was going to she's not, we're not just dating, okay? I want to do a big shout out to the people over at Smile Till It Hurts. You guys are so absolutely adorable. I saw some of the comments from their upload the other night, and they got their first diamond painting. I love when people get their first diamond painting. They just, you know, and it's somebody or something or someone that they really love, because it makes it so much more personal. You know, this is a Christmas painting that's going to go on the wall, and she's going to mean a lot too, because I have so much navy blue and gray in this house. I think it'll go great with the color scheme, but I still don't know where I'm going to put her. But anyway, the response was so lovely. Thank you all. And it was my pleasure to do her. But, you know, she was a reasonable size. So once I get into a diamond painting like that, I just kind of go in, and it doesn't really take as long as you would think. So I'm kind of dating it for a while. This is not dating. We are on a very long cross the sea voyage together with no Wi-Fi and no frills and chills, and there have been bumpy seas along the way, and I've had to stop and start about 38 times with this diamond painting, because I have this one going on, and then there's another one going on, and then there's, I hate having 14 projects at once. It drives me bonko. I'm not that girl. I'm going to finish her and get the other two done, and then it's going to be the summer of, get my morning swim in, which I can't wait, because now the heat has come. Yeah, you guys have all been talking about your heat wave and how hot it is, and we are at 74, 75 degrees right now, but it's also like 8 o'clock in the morning. I know. I don't even have my coffee in here. And I really need to get you a charming... Wait till you guys see my cups. Oh my God. My Joanna Parker. Oh, I got Joanna Parker beautiful Christmas cups. But I also got Joanna Parker Halloween chalices. Why are we all over Halloween and it's not even the 4th of July? You guys, I'm falling for it. I'm FOMOing all over the Halloweeny crap. I cannot just say, I'll just wait. You know why? Because by the time Halloween gets here, the way I decorate every year, and I decorate. Listen, you guys, you don't know. Okay, I'm not a big Halloweeny girl. I don't like it. I don't like how it scares my dogs. I don't like all the boogity woogity of it. I'm not even crazy about the chocolate anymore, because I gotta lay off the chocolate, because guess what? This girl right here, yeah, look at my ring. You guys, it fits on my thumb. My wedding ring. I've got to get it. Look, now I have got these fat Muppet knuckles, so thank God it's still kind of hanging on there, but I'm going to have to start remembering to take it off when I go to the pool, because 58 pounds are gone from my body. They left. They just said, you know what? We're done with you, girl. Bye. And I went, see you later. Do not even... really, don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split you, girl. And they took off, and I'm thinner now. I even had to buy a smaller bathing suit. You guys, I'm so... it's a moment. I'm having a moment. It's a moment. But, it's also a moment that comes with, responsibility and accountability. I have to be an adult and keep the commitment I made to myself to be healthier. So I had some watermelon this morning, and I had some, a half a banana. I haven't even had my coffee yet. Believe it or not, I'm having the coffee now later in the morning. I used to be like, don't come near me until I've had my coffee. The demon. I'm like, I will kill you. No. Having the coffee later in the day is better for me, and it feels better for my my stomach. I get less of that after coffee effect. Do you know what I mean? Let's not go there. Anyway, so we're just gonna reset and make some changes. And these little changes, by the way, hey, Shay Shay all day, I'm using your pen today. This thing is so heavy. I never realized how heavy this thing was. But it's so much fun. Isn't it cute? Very glittery. I have many pens. They're all just, I pick 3 or 4, throw them out there, and what I get to use them for, I use them for. This little weird symbol, I always have a hard time finding. If you look, we have a lot of symbols. So anyway, there's where we're at for those of you who don't diamond paint and just want somebody to listen to and yak in the background. But anyway, so John and I are watching this upload, and it was so funny. He's like, oh my God, she's a pole dancer. What if it's a diamond painting of her on a pole? I was like laughing my ass off. Okay, I've never been to a place where people dance on poles, but I've heard it's very, now there are actually, what do you call it? There's places where you can go now because people do it for exercise. I'm like, no, that has got broken hip written all over it for me. I'm not doing that. But, anyway, hang on. I cannot talk and think. Talk and think. It's so ridiculous. This maybe the copy was going to be a helper. But anyway, so what happened was they did this unboxing, and then little Pink was there. Oh, she's so adorable. I think, now I'm kind of laughing because you all know what I have for pets. Yeah, right. They're my children. And if you don't like it, you can suck it. My kids are therapy dogs. They are more well-behaved than most children in restaurants. Which reminds me of such a terrible story. We were at the, where was it? The Cheesecake Factory. Big restaurant, right? Always crowded, always chaotic, always loaded with little people. Now, I happen to like little people. And my dogs love little people. They do not lick them. The thing about Great Pyrenees is they're not lickers. They would not lick you if I put a prime rib on your face. I'm not kidding. They don't lick. I mean, I could, throw George $100 bills all day. He's not a licker. They don't lick people. They only lick themselves, which is fine with me because I know where his tongue has been. But I take him into the Cheesecake Factory, and we're sitting at a nice corner table. The owner and the manager, or not the owner, but the manager knows us real well. We've been there several times with the dogs. It's always been a positive experience. The wait staff, they always love to smooch on them. It puts them in a better mood, puts a restaurant in a better mood. Everybody's in a better mood, and that matters when you're in a restaurant that is such high traffic like that. So, George and Faye are doing their thing. They're under the table, kind of. They don't actually fit under the table that they put us in, but they couldn't put us in a big corner booth because there wasn't one available. Now, he's full of apologies. I mean, the guy is as sweet as the day is long. And I'm like, it's okay. We're very kind and we're very flexible because we're out in public and we know we're representing the therapy dog community. So it's very important to not be kind of a douchebag when you're out in public. But There are many times when you would like to be because people can be so damn rude to dogs. And I'm like, you're saying some stupid shit. And my dog doesn't even speak English, okay? Matter of fact, I'm pretty sure Fiona only speaks French because she doesn't respond to anything I ask her to do in English anyway. So, Mujibert doesn't even speak English. Anyway, I wish I spoke dog. But we're having our dinner, and the toddler from hell is at the next table. We all know the toddler from hell. We know that kid. We've seen him. We've heard him. We've wished for these people to learn what a condom was. They won't do it. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? You know? You can't. I mean, here's the thing. You need a license to catch a fish or to go crabbing, or you need a license to drive a car. You need a license to even drive a motorcycle. But they will let any moron with no IQ whatsoever reproduce. I think you need to have a license before you go reproducing and having these little creatures. That's what I think. I really do. I think that, you need to have a license, and people need to find out, what are you raising? I mean, who in the hell are you? Do you even, these kids come home from school and they don't even, they didn't do their homework. Why? Because mama and daddy can't read no books. Anyway. But they all seem to know how to get to the Cheesecake Factory. And this little whiny butt redneck Dallas cowboy wearing, which is right now, as of the moment I see them take his little jacket off and he's wearing a Dallas Cowboy thing, I'm like, oh, forget it. I'm a Giants fan. I'm not, not that they would win anything. Cowboys haven't won a game since, the dawn of time. Anyway, but they've got real cute cheerleaders. They're so Christian, with their who's hanging out everywhere, but they do it for the Lord. All right, I won't go there. Okay, so they are some uniforms though, aren't they? I mean, really? Are they going to upgrade them ever? Anyway, I digress. This is what happens when I don't get my coffee. I really should have my coffee. Okay. So, let's just call this little kid Martin, okay? Martin is not having a good day at the Cheesecake Factory. Now, I don't know how anybody can not have a good day at the Cheesecake Factory. This is where I go and smell the bakery case and just chill out. Calories are off the table at the Cheesecake Factory. We don't look. We don't read the calorie count. We just go for it. It's a stress food, pig out bonanza. And I'm having my bruschetta, and I'm taking little pieces of chicken tenders that were handmade for my dogs by the chef as a complimentary appetizer. And they're having their little nibbles, I'm giving them to them. Like I said, one dog is under the table, but the other dog is sitting, here's the table. He's sitting beside the table, laying in front of the table, because George doesn't fit under the table because it's not a big table, you know. And little Mark starts screaming and grabs a handful because he eats with his hands because he's a cave child. And I mean, this kid is like almost 5 years old because he's telling everybody, I'm almost 5 years old. I'm almost 5 years old. I'm almost 5 years old, like a broken record. It's the only thing he knows how to say. I'm like, God, my kid was 5 years old. He knew how to make French toast and read the alphabet, you know, and he knew how to say words. I was like, oh, man. Anyway, John and I are making that face like, should we just get the hell out of here? I was like, no, honey, let's just get a cocktail and drink him off, okay? Because that kid, he's not going to stop. Just, you know, buzz him out. Anyway, everyone around me is like, you know, then he starts screaming, oh, Ducky, Ducky, Ducky. You know, like, yeah, I know. We're not in Jurassic Park. It's a dog. It's not going to eat you. It already ate today. Plus, I wouldn't feed my dog that crap. I don't know where that kid came from. I mean, my dogs eat healthy food. Anyway. I'm really getting snarky now. I mean, really, I'm about fed up with it all. But I'm being cool because, hey, you know what? I'm a mom too. And I'm kind of feeling for the mom and I'm ready to send her a drink. You know, but I don't know if they drink or not. And, you know, and I'm giving her the, I'm so sorry, honey. I know you're having that day. And she was like, why did I ever have sex with that man? Why did I ever procreate with that pig over there? You could tell she was just embarrassed to be seen with him. It was so, I mean, you know, moms, we have a secret language. We can look at each other and have a whole conversation and never say a word. We can look at each other and go, uh-huh, I know. I got you. I feel you, girl. I feel you. Well, little Martin just decides to start laughing and screaming at the same time. I'm 5 years old. I'm 5 years old. I'm 5 years old. Grabs a huge handful of cold, nuked, oversauce spaghetti and throws it. And poor George gets hit right in the head. I was like, I said, you see, the manager, who's our good friend, I'm not going to say his name because I don't know where he is. I hope and pray he's still not at the Cheesecake Factory, but if he is, bless his heart, you know, which is sort of an empathy kind of thing in Texas. Bless your heart can either mean, I feel so sorry for you that you're still in that job, or you're a big, fat, stupid idiot, you know. It can mean different things. It depends on the moment. But, he came over and he was like, okay, that's enough. Ma'am, we're going to have to move you to a table out on the patio. And it's a cold day. You know, it's not like, it's probably about 52 degrees, 50 degrees. It's kind of nippy. Now, for us Delawareans, 50 degrees is shorts weather, you know, but to a Texan, it's a cold front. You know, they're waiting for snow. I mean, well, you can't do that. My child's going to get pneumonia and die. And he said, your child just threw 1.5 pounds of pasta on that innocent dog that is a service animal. You know, I mean, all of a sudden, it was like she looked over and she just had tears in her eyes. And I was like, it's okay. You know what? George loves pasta. I'll just scrape it all off of him. And I'm putting it in a bowl. You know, I'm cleaning him up. He's got red spots and stains all over him. He's smiling. He's just like, cool, free noodles. Okay. You know, he's learned to not respond to crazy kids because they climb all over him like he's a jungle gym all the time. You know, I mean, this is a normal thing for my dogs. My dogs, they think they're big stuffed animals. And I'll show you a picture of them. I'm not kidding. Little parents let their children just climb all over these animals like they're play toys, you know? And I'm like, you know, I go with the flow because I trust my dogs. And I know that no matter what, I mean, fire trucks, police trucks, cars, any kind of noise or distraction is not going to spook these dogs. I've had kids on top of my dogs, autistic children, literally screaming. And they just sit there and smile and get scratched by the children. I don't let them scratch their face or get near them. But, you know, you really can't hurt. You can't get through 5 coats of hair. And it's amazing that these dogs are so gifted that they just love it. They're nanny goats is what they are. They're made for this. They're built for this. This is what they were made to do. They were made to watch over other creatures. And to them, the children are their creatures. But anyway, that's my story for the day. So yes, I never, ever, ever doubt that I've had my dogs at 5-star restaurants where you couldn't even get a table if you were a human, but they'll allow my dogs in. Now, I've had 1 or 2 places that have actually said, oh, well, there's state laws. And it's like, those laws don't exist. You're full of shit, you know, but I understand you think you have to say that, you know, but honestly, never pet a therapy or service dog that is vested without asking. 9 out of 10 times they will allow you to pet their dog. But do be courteous to ask, okay? Because we don't know who you are. And we've had people, you know, not us personally, but we've heard of people having their dogs stolen, kidnapped right out of a van. We've had... I mean, I've heard all the horror stories, okay? Just ask first and make sure that the owner is aware. And what I do is I say, oh, of course, you can pet him right here. And I always hold my dog, you know, kind of snuggle his head a little bit. And I let them pet him, but not in the face and not in the ears. Because I don't know who that kid is. I don't know when the last time Martin had a bath was. He didn't look like a well-groomed child, if you ask me. And you know, I'm not being judgy here, okay? I know how it is. I've been a single mom. You know how it is when you miss that bath night. You know, there are moms out there who miss the bath night, but you know, don't take your kids out to a restaurant when they look like roadkill, you know? I mean, you've seen them before. You know kids that just kind of need a haircut and need a bath and could use a new pair of sneakers, or could use a little TLC, or a little, care. And those are the ones that, I look over at the mom and I kind of feel sorry for them. I know it's terrible, but it's true. And it happens. So, if you're a dog lover like me and you bring your dogs out in public, and you don't have to have a therapy dog to go out to a restaurant and bring your dog out. A lot of restaurants, not just a few, a lot. In Delaware, I can honestly say in Delaware, probably about 75% of the restaurants are dog friendly. I'm not kidding. And if they're not, they all have an outdoor patio, because we are a beach town, at least where I live, and anywhere near Bethany or Rehoboth, you're by the ocean, and people love dogs in Delaware. So if you have a dog, you're going to have a good vacation here, because you're going to find you can really take your dogs almost anywhere. And the beaches are not dog friendly during high season. That's one thing I'm glad about, because it gets so damn crowded. I don't want my dogs on the beach in the heat. Because they're polar bear dogs, and they're not summer dogs, they're winter dogs. Even though they shed their undercoat, they're double coated dogs. But they also, can get overheated, and I don't want to be out there in the heat. I'm not a summer girl. I go to the pool. I get my vitamin D. I get a good swim. I do at least 5 laps, if not 10. I may look like kind of a couch potato, but when I get in the water, I'm a mermaid. I don't stop. I live for the water. Maybe it's because I'm a Pisces. I don't know. But there's something about the water that just... it brings me back to who I am. It brings my whole mojo into line. And it just makes me, okay, go ahead. Do your worst. I can handle it. You want to insult me? Go ahead. I've been insulted by way better than you. So go ahead and do your worst, but for the most part, most people do not bully or insult me, because I don't give it the time. I don't give it the attention that they want, and that's all they really want. It's very sad. I feel sorry for these people that have to scream and yell and bully to get attention, because that's what it's all about. And this poor mother with Cuco Chuco little Martin, oh my God, I felt so bad for her. I really, really, really did. Because you could tell, she was not in a good place. And, we had a good night. Martin and his daddy. Yeah, daddy got kind of pissed, and he's like, it's okay. The manager even offered to pay their bill. It's like, well, if you want to take it to go, you can take it to go. And, they were all almost applauding when they left, but you're gonna run into people like that. And I think that Mom and I having our telepathic conversation, the dog hair always sneaks in. It always gets in, I swear. These guys are shedding buckets right now. My house is Narnia. They are losing all the undercoat hair. I actually have to show you guys. I'm going to do it when hopefully next week I'm doing a live with the boys, and I'm going to show them the blanket that I actually made from leftover. Not Cruella de Vil, not killing dogs for hair. I'm not Homeland, thank God. But but I did get all the leftover hair, and we spun it and we made it into a blanket. And it's so cool, you guys. It's the softest mohair thing in the world. But anyway, I've enjoyed talking to you. Listen, you are important to me, so be important to you. And I love you guys. Have a great day. And I'll be talking to you tomorrow, okay? Okay, maybe we'll do a face-to-face. I don't know. Who wants to see this face? I mean, really. It's just a face. Anyway, you guys take care of yourselves, okay? And if you go to the Cheesecake Factory, watch out for those crazy toddlers. You know what they do. Talk to you later. Love you. Bye.